Hi, I'm Steve Fung, and welcome to Fung TV. I was going to buy my son a Switch for his birthday. He said he wanted to play Fortnite with me, but instead I decided to go for this X50 Game Player. It's a portable emulator, a beautiful build quality. It's plastic, the buttons are nice and clicky. It has some short throw joysticks. The buttons light up, they're pretty nice. But realistically, I wanted something for him that he can play games that I played when I grew up, and something that was easy to use. The interface realistically reminds me of something from the mid-2000s smartphone PDA type style. It does allow for video playback, it allows for images, and also has a recorder in it. My son is 6, so I don't want him on the internet with the trolls and the Fortnite trolls and the perverts and pedophiles. I'd rather him play in an isolated environment. I'd rather him play games that are not poisoned with any agendas, and are games that I grew up with, like Ninja Turtles, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, that type of stuff. Games that make sense. So as it goes for video playback and images, it works really well. It's a TFT screen, 5.1 inches. TFT really doesn't have good viewing angles. I guess that works out for privacy, but it also, the only real benefit to it is that it's basically anti-reflective and low power. So the unit itself has pretty good battery life for gaming. If I decide to put some movies on it for him to watch or whatever. So far I just put some pictures of me and him and his uncle. As you can see, you can change the theme, which really just switches the background wallpaper between some presets. And as I said, I put some pictures on. It takes a while to load the pictures though. It's strange because the videos don't take that long. Or I should say it takes a while to load the thumbnails. But aside from that, the image quality is decent enough for the price. Alright, so this unit is advertised to come with 5,000 plus games, and I'm not sure if I saw 5,000, but there are actually quite a bit of games in here. They have Game Boy Advance, they have Super Nintendo, normal Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, they have Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, they have the MAME or MAME arcade emulator. It gives you a lot of nice games like King of Fighters 2003, Fatal Fury, Cybernauts. You have a lovely selection of games, and the Game Boy Advance games are pretty nice on this screen. Things like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and what's not. And a lot of these games, unlike the games that are out now today, they don't have any pay shops, they're not pay to win, no microtransactions, they just play. Hours and hours and hours of endless fun and entertainment. It's to be noted in this video, which I did not show, this unit can connect to your television via cable included in the box. So that works pretty good. Yeah, let's look at the games and see what's on this unit. Mortal Kombat, classic, gory and brutal. As you can see from the angle I had to tilt it out to play at, the visual, it looks slightly faded. If you're looking at it directly on, the colors are quite bright and vibrant, but any off angle you're gonna get, yeah, I'm getting my tail burst in this game. Any off angle you're going to get that slight grey sheen. As you can see as I tilt it up, the colors are much brighter, but it's difficult to play on camera in that position. What is also to be noted, some games feel really smooth and snappy, like the originals. Some have some frame rate issues. So for example, in this case of Mortal Kombat, it was playing pretty good. No lag there. The sound was pretty good as well. The sound in emulation is usually a good tell for distortion. Donkey Kong Country, this is a Super Nintendo classic. I think on the unit it's listed as SFC, which is Super Famicom, which is a Japanese name. The game plays really well, and it's quite a bit of fun. It's a very good game. Kids can get into the hand-eye coordination. It was a top seller when we were young. I'm 38, so technically still young, but it was a top seller back in my day. As you can see, a brilliant platformer, responsive controls, very good enough fun mechanics that you don't usually find in platformers today. So this is a really good one. Drift Out. This is a Neo Geo game, arcade game. It is under the MAME selection. So you have a variety of different types of games, sports, you have fighting games, you have action games, platformers, shooters. There's a great selection of games there. Definitely will keep your child or yourself, if you're up for nostalgia and emulation, entertained for hours upon hours. I find that this is a nice unit to carry with you if you're gonna go wait somewhere for a very long time. It's fun, simple, requires no internet connection, and a ton of games. SLUGS is an old arcade classic. It used to be present in a lot of the arcades locally. It is a very fun game. The unit has SLUGS 1 straight through to 4, and it also has X and the Game Boy Advance version of the game. Field of Fury. This was the original King of Fighters. This used to be in an arcade down Long Gap. Used to go there after primary school and play it a bit. Very good game. King of Fighters 2003 was one of the more modern entries in the arcade versions of the King of Fighters. Excellent game, a large selection of characters. I personally prefer King of Fighters over Street Fighter, so I found myself really playing this a lot. And it gives you a 3-man roster. It's 3 versus 3. Select the order and you get in your fight. A lot of these characters became present again in SNK versus Capcom, a game I wish that was on this device but isn't. But yeah, this little portable emulator gives access to a lot of consoles that would have been existing in the past, and it goes right up to the MAME, which is the arcade, Game Boy Advance. You don't have any Nintendo 64, PlayStation, or GameCube or anything like that. So as I said, just before that generation, just before the 64-bit generation. So this is a 32-bit handheld emulator. They sell for about between 150 to 270. I'm sure you've seen it all over your Facebook feed. There's a slightly lower model, the X12, which is cheaper. And this is the X51. It's a very smooth running the King of Fighters. I thought it would have struggled with this one, as it is one of the more recent titles on this device. The joysticks for fighting games feel really good. These short, stubby little joysticks. And despite looking like a Nintendo Switch, it definitely is not the same quality or price for that matter. BATTLETOADS is a Super Nintendo classic from back in the day. Very fun beating 'em up game, reminiscent of Double Dragon or Streets of Fury, if you've ever played that one. Very nice game. I got a little bit into it there as you see me moving around the device. It has a very nice, simple pickup. The device does have shoulder buttons as well. It has a micro SD slot, but it comes with a micro SD, which I think you can't remove because that is what the games are stored on. It has a headphone jack. It comes with a pair of headphones in the box, a USB-B charging port, which is micro USB, strange selection there, and it has an on and off toggle switch at the top. On the device itself, as you can see at the top, it has volume buttons up and down for volume. There's an escape button, the bottom left on the blue side, and there's a start and select button on the bottom right. It is to be noted for the arcade games, you have to hit the select button to insert coins and then press start to begin the game. So yeah, this is a quick overview of the X51 Game Player, or X51 portable emulator device, as I like to call it. Please like, subscribe, and share for more.